Hey guys, welcome to a sales masterclass. My name is Sharat Sharma, and in this video I'm going to share with you how can we re-strategize our sales and get more sales done in these uncertain times. Well, over the last few weeks I've been talking to a lot of sales leaders and business owners, and one question that's always pertinent to ask is, how is your sales doing? And by far I have heard the same response from most people. They say the cash flow is dry, business is not as usual, our prospects are not responding to our calls, we have not been able to sell anything in the past few months, and the saga continues. But here's the truth: if you're not able to sell, it's time for you to introspect and see what has to happen. Because sales is like the oxygen of any business, and if you're not able to sell, you're not giving that opportunity to survive. And if you continue to do it, eventually your business is going to die. I'll share another perspective as well. Sales is the economic driver of any organization. Sales is also the economic driver of any country. And if you're not able to sell, you're not just sabotaging your organization's growth, but you're also sabotaging your country's growth. So it's time for us to buckle up as sales professionals and as business leaders. It's time for us to buckle up and start selling more. And how do we do it? Now, at this moment, your mind might say, this voice in your mind will say, oh yeah, it seems to be very easy. He's just going to say some stuff which will not work. And there'll be a lot of small talks that will go on in your mind, between your ears, and you'll think, "Arey, kuch hona to hai nahi." Right? It's just gyan that's there. But here's the truth. I've been working with some business owners, and most of them whom I work with have seen some kind of sale happening, if not as good as earlier, but some things are moving because they have done something which I'm going to share with you right now. And this, like I say, this free masterclass, you're going to learn something amazing. And if you like it, please leave me a comment below. And if you don't like it, please leave me a comment below so I know that it doesn't work. Right? So let's begin. Let's understand how do we re-strategize our sales and what can we do in the current uncertain times. So to understand this, I'm going to share with you 5 simple M's. Right? So begin with first one is to understand your mindset. Life is all about psychology. Life is all about working on your mindset, working on yourself first. It's not about the business. It's not about the sales process. It's about you first. And 80% of our success in life is because of our mindset. And when we look around, when the change came in, when the uncertainty came in, people went back into their shells. Right? They actually behaved in the way they have trained their mindset in so many years. Right? And if you've been training your mindset in the right way, you probably are seeing the results. And if you're not, then probably you're seeing a slowdown, or probably you're seeing a shutdown in the future. Right? So what is this mindset all about? Now, every time there is an uncertainty, we have a choice to respond to that uncertainty in a certain way. And if you've trained your mindset, you will respond in a positive way. Now, to share this, let's understand the 3 different responses that we have because of our mindset. Now, first response is to run away, and we call this as a flight response. And 80% of the businesses have actually taken this approach. They're running away from the situation. They're not facing the thing with the right spirit. They're not re-strategizing. They're thinking this is the end of all and let's shut everything up. Most businesses are doing that. Now, I don't say that some businesses are genuinely suffering because of all this stuff. Like the tourism industry, like the hotel industry, they had to go through a lot. Right? That's the fact of it. But is there something that you can do at this moment? Yes, there are things that you can do. And you've got to figure out what you need to do, but you cannot have this flight response and say, let me just run away from this situation. You got to figure out what has to be done, right? And before figuring it out, you got to fix your mindset, right? So flight approach is not something that we need to really look at. The second approach some businesses have taken is freeze. They are sitting on the cash. They're saying, okay, let me see, let me wait. let's wait for the best time and the best day, and then I will probably pull out the money from my wallet and start spending on my business. I'll start marketing in a different way. Right? They're waiting for the time to pass by, and then once the time gets better, they're probably thinking of re-strategizing. But here's the truth: if you're not doing it, somewhere else, somebody else is doing it. And when the market opens, the person who is making changes right now is going to be the winner. You cannot wait and watch. You cannot wait for the best time of your life pass by and then think, okay, I should have done that sometime earlier. You cannot do that. You cannot have regrets later. So no time for us to freeze, no time for us to take a flight. It's time for us to fight. It's time for us to change our mindset. Only 10% businesses are doing it. It's time for us to change our mindset and start fighting it out. It's time for us to change. Be the change you want to see. A great quote, but that's the truth. If you change now, just imagine what will happen. Once things get stable, you will emerge as a winner. You will be considered as someone who is more credible. You will be considered as somebody who has fought this entire situation out. Right? And once things stabilize, if you're able to fight everything out at this moment, you will have very few competitors left. We love our competitors. We got to learn a lot from them, but that's the truth. You will have very few competitors once things get stable. If you are in the 10% zone, because 90% zone people are not even participating. Right? So the first thing is to fix your mindset. The second most interesting thing to do is to understand your market. Do you understand your market? Do you understand why does your market buy? Do you understand that people today not just today, people never buy rationally, people buy emotionally. 80 to 90% of our decisions are emotional. Right? So do you understand, or do we understand how is the emotion in the market? Do we understand what is going on in the mindset? What emotion are your customers are experiencing at this moment? What is the emotion that they have? Largely, if you look at, people buy for 3 reasons. Simple 3 reasons. And if you can understand this, you have come a long way in your sales journey. Right? Most people get stuck and say, my market is this demographic and this psychographic, but they don't go deeper and understand the emotion of the market. People buy for 3 reasons, and if you can understand and fix these 3 reasons, these 3 emotions, you've got it right. You're halfway into in your sales journey, right? So let's look at what are these 3. People buy for these 3 emotions. People know that there is something which needs a fix, something that's not working, and they want to fix it. And this thing is giving them a lot of pain. So if you can understand what can you fix and how can you eliminate that pain, and if you can build your pitch around it, you are going to do that sale. Right? For example, if you're in IT sales, ask what is the pain that your customer is going through and how can you fix it, and pick up a pitch, create a pitch around it. Right? How can you eliminate the pain? How can you fix the things that they are going through? Right? If you can create your pitch around it, you've come a long way. The second thing that people are really, really worried about is they know that there is a risk that they are experiencing, and they want a solution to that risk. Now, if you look at most of the insurance sector has seen a spike. They have seen a lot of sales happening in this time, right? And because everyone understood that it is a potential risk, health-wise it's a great risk. So health insurance has gone really high. There's a spike. People are buying left, right, center because they know that there is a risk and they are looking at a solution for that risk, and they found solution in insurance, right? So understand, if you have a product that can potentially solve a risk that your customer is facing, then that's where you got to go and sell. That's where you got to build your pitch around, right? Last but not the least thing that your customer is looking at is something which is stable, I mean, everything looks okay, but now they want to make it better or they want to enhance it, right? So it could be, for example, you own a car and everything is okay, but now you want to enhance it because you like a luxurious lifestyle, so you want to enhance it. But largely the sale might not happen to here because most people or most businesses are not willing to spend much, and they don't want to at this moment enhance their lifestyle. They want to slow down on their spend. So this is not a great place to sell. But these two, if you can stick around, if you can do that, it will be phenomenal, right? If you're selling anything which is related to a space where you can eliminate pain and eliminate potential risk, you come a long way. Let me give you an example quickly, right? If you're in IT sales and people are working from home meaning there is a lot of risk, right? And if you have a solution that can fix that risk, then you are going to go do that sale. So your message will be around that particular risk. Let's say you're selling products which are in digital space, right? Let's say you're doing e-learning products. Now this is the best time to do e-learning courses. Why? And if it is kids, then you know it. Byju has seen exponential growth in the last few months. Why? Because parents know that not sending the kids to the school is going to be painful. It's going to invite some risk. So what did they do? They actually logged into this Byju app and they started learning, right? Because there was a pain of the parent, and they saw that there is a risk, my kid will not get educated. So if you understand your market a little bit, you are going to do that magic, right? So let's go deeper and look at the next one. The next one is your message. Right? Understand the mindset, look at your market, what is the emotion that's running, and craft a beautiful message. Now, I say there are two things in your message. Number one, understand that your message must be filled with compassion. Now, you cannot hard sell at this moment. If you're hard selling, your customer is going to shut the door and say, bye-bye, I will never buy from you. Forget about today. They will never ever buy from you because they don't feel compassionate enough. They don't feel connected enough. So ensure that your message is compassionate enough and it is current. It is relevant. It is to the current times. You cannot use the same pitch that you used 5 years back or 2 months back. You got to make it more relevant. You got to make it more current. And if you can do that, you have come halfway into your sales re-strategy, and then you're going to get that deal for sure. So ensure that you draft a message which is compassionate and current, whether it is on phone or whether it is an email that you are sending out, or whether you're writing emails or writing your copy on Facebook. You got to be compassionate and you got to be more current to the situation, right? Now, once you're done with your message, the next thing that you need is to understand the medium. What medium are you going to use? And here is where the truth is. Digital is going to be the way forward. Now, a lot of companies are talking about re-strategizing, reinvesting, or redoing their entire budgeting of sales and marketing, and they are thinking of reinvesting only in the digital space. So if you walked around, if you've seen in the space wherever you live, in the location where you live, all the hoardings are empty today. Most of the hoardings are empty today. Why? Because people are not stepping out. So there is no use of spending on hoarding as a media, right? Hoarding as a medium, right? So you got to understand that digital is going to be the space. People are looking at their mobile more number of times. People are on their laptop more amount of time. So you got to use the digital space more than any other space. So redo your sales strategy, marketing strategy, and reinvest money in the space of digital. So if you're a business owner and you have been reluctant saying, I never had a website, I don't want a website, today is the time you got to make your website. You got to have your Facebook page. You got to have your LinkedIn page. And search for your prospects there. Talk to your prospects there. One more reason. Today you don't have a phone number of your prospect, if you don't have a direct number, if you're dialing on their landline, they will never answer because they are not at work, right? So if you're on the social media, probably you can ping them, you can reach them, you can send your message, you can convince them to pick up the phone or at least talk to you. You will find them there, but you will not find them at work because they're working from home, right? So you got to have a digital medium, get your website done, Facebook page done, and LinkedIn done. Last but not the least, or in fact various other platforms, not just Facebook and LinkedIn, several other platforms. Last but not the least is understand the money. You don't understand the money doesn't understand you, right? So invest, re-strategize, but be very practical, be very realistic in the way you spend your money, right? Look at your lead conversion, look at per lead cost, look at your customer lifetime value, right? You got to have this numbers handy. If you're spending X amount of money on digital space, let's say you're doing Facebook ads, and if you're not able to get quality leads, maybe that's not the space you want to invest money in. Maybe your space is LinkedIn. That's where your prospects are probably, right? Calculate money per lead cost, per lead customer lifetime value. How much is it, right? Now, from different mediums, which medium is working for you? Where is the ROI more? If you don't have the numbers ready, then maybe you are heading in the wrong direction. You got to have your money numbers right. Right? So here are the 5 things that I thought I'll share with you. You got to have the right mindset. You got to understand your market better. Emotionally, you got to understand the message, craft it more current and make it more compassionate today. Understand digital is going to be the medium. There can be other mediums which will open up gradually, but today it is all about digital. Last but not the least, understand money. Money. No rokra, no business, and we are going to shut our shops. Right? So I thought I'll share this entire thing with you. I hope you like it. I look forward to sharing many more insights with you. Well, if you have found this video to be useful, please do leave me a message. Again, if you don't like it, please do leave me a message. I'll love to have some feedback from you guys. But if you like it, please do share it with others, because the world needs help today, and we can help each other more than waiting for somebody to help us. So help me spread the message, share it with others. Look forward to seeing you in yet another video. Signing off. My name is Sharat Sharma.